So.
Yep, she was out. She was out.
Here's our friend Pimpy.
Searching for wares.
Searching for silver. I try to find silver that people don't realize what it is. Is what I try to do. What's up, Pimpy? Can you hear us?
What's going on, peeps?
What's going on,
What you doing, bro?
How's your Friday?
There's the leg. I was like, where the hell's this leg coming from? There it is. We are good.
Are we all wearing sunglasses?
I say we were talking about the leg earlier. Oh, you said lag. I got you. We had a big leg.
Do you have sunglasses, Westwood?
I don't have any. Hang on.
Now, wait a minute. Is this right? Clint does not have a drink in his hand, I notice.
No,
I know. People keep saying that.
He came in late. If he were here at the
there
beginning
you
of the
go.
show, he came
Red
in late.
Solo cup.
Don't sing. Don't sing. Don't sing. Don't sing.
Proceed the party. As
they
we
like
all sing.
nail my channel every time.
I know, right?
Hey, so I heard you guys talking about all the fun-loving conspiracy things that are out there. Yeah. You know, my friend calls me from over there overseas. And he says, hey, Pimpy, this thing is way bigger than you think. I said, what do you mean? He goes, our intelligence agencies over here overseas we realize they've infiltrated everything. TV, medicine, court systems. And I said, you know what? Come to think of it, they have here too. Our Dr. Malone say that Moderna is CIA. They created Moderna. If you think about Anderson Cooper and all the other people that are in the media, they're all CIA. If you
Vanderbilt
look at
family, you look at their history.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all.
And then I was
families.
talking about it had been about 3 months ago to people. I said in 2016 there was a ridiculous amount of former CIA people running for political office, and I was like, wait a minute. If you start to think about it, they are not, and they're also collaborating with other intelligence, our Five Eyes nations as well.
Correct.
To circumvent our constitutions by having them do something that they can't do and to push the information over to them. So they're in our social media. They're in our mainstream media.
They created the social media.
They're in our court systems. I mean, it's people. Oh, it's the deep state. It's the deep state, all right. It's the intelligent agencies pushing this agenda.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then you look back at the history of the presidency. How many former presidents were either CIA, FBI first? Is it all CIA? Hoover, Bush?
CIA is what I'm finding, and not for the presidents, but I'm talking about
the presidents
and FBI agents both.
Well, Papa Bush for sure.
Politicals. Well, yeah, Bush definitely.
Yeah, that was an obvious one.
Yeah,
he ran the CIA.
Well, FBI. Hoover was FBI because he had that giant porn collection. That he said that he was looking out for America, and he was just He was having them create a porn collection for himself. So
but it's really bad. And I go, if you put it all together, the bad people, if you think about this, our intelligence agencies, especially the CIA and FBI, if you think about this, they have the ability to spy on everybody. So there's certain politicians they're going to let go forward.
That's why they're
corrupt.
That's why Snowden lives elsewhere.
Oh yeah, and then I go, I was arguing with this person, and they're going, "Oh look, I see Legend in the chat there," and they said, "Oh come on, Pimpy, are they really in the media?" And I go, "Are you nuts? Do you think Anderson Cooper is actually worth $20 million a year for what? That's just so you can sleep at night and not tell the truth. That's what those big monies are for. These people get paid millions of dollars to lie to you, all right? Yep. And the big money is to keep them, sleeping peacefully at night. I mean." People don't know this, but Anderson Cooper is a Vanderbilt. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Correct.
And Kathy Griffin is his big brother.
Yes, Kathy Griffin. And the funny thing is, well, it's not funny, but people don't know this, but Kathy Griffin's brother got arrested for pedophilia. And I was like, yeah, that's their thing over there in Hollywood.
That's part of it, though. That's who they want, and that's how they compromise you. That's what they get you involved in at a young age.
Yeah, well, that's everybody. Abused. They're compromised. That's how they control them all. And that includes a lot of these politicians that we have running our government. So people will say, well, what is the resolution? What do you mean, what is the resolution? There's 327 Americans here in the United States that own over 300 million rifles, guns. What do you think the solution is? All right, if our military, the Pentagon, is compromised, our judiciary system is compromised all the way up to the Supreme Court, And our local judges are compromised, and they're activists more than they are judges. If our media is compromised, if our intelligence agencies are compromised, if the WHO and the CDC organizations are compromised, well, what is the results? How do you fix it? You can't go to the media. They're corrupt. You can't go to the judiciary system. They're corrupt. So what do? That is the resolution. There's nothing left to do but to revolt.
You text it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but people go, "Why do you really want to kill your own citizens?" No, I don't.
No.
But trust
we don't. But they do.
If they continue down this path, I absolutely, positively don't have any issue with it whatsoever.
But Pimpy, in that situation, who are you fighting? I believe most Americans would be if you could have the honest conversation where they weren't afraid to say what they really felt, and if you could look at someone in the face as a human and say, look, yeah, we might have differing opinions about these little things, but at the core moral beliefs and freedom, the Constitution, do you believe in these things, and do you believe we should turn away if there was a tyrannical situation? I believe there's no one to fight except the swamp. And that's
I mean, that's it. I don't think that your fellow citizens are not going to fight you.
Yeah, you're not fighting your fellow citizens.
It's one thing to have political differences or opinion differences. It's another when it's time to draw arms up against your neighbor. They're going to be like, is this really worth it?
Right.
No, not against each other, but against those people who keep dividing us and controlling us and trying to push us into this agenda. It absolutely is. And that's what the whole Second Amendment is about. I see, once again, I literally just told everybody about 4 or 5 months ago, get ready for a whole new wave of mass shootings. I guarantee it, because that's the big problem they have. They want to control the United States.
It's the guns.
It's not going
they
as
need the
smooth
guns.
as they thought it would. You know what I mean? So it's just they're locking people up associated with Trump just to try to get dirt or make them create dirt. And they're not doing it. They'd rather do the jail time. And that says a whole lot. Look, you don't have to like Trump. That's fine. I mean, you don't have to like what he does. But the one thing that's probably the most impressive about him is, let's be honest, this guy for the past 7 to 8 years has had, all of our all 17 of our intelligence agencies, the Five Eyes nations, every mainstream media reporter out there crawling through his ass with a fine-tooth comb, and they can't find anything. They absolutely have been fabricating all these crimes. Man, that's amazing, because if you just said, you got $1 million, Pimpy, I'm going to put a gun to your head, you got to make a bet. Is Trump guilty of some crime? I would have said, yeah, I'm sure he is. I just don't know what it is. Nope. I would have been wrong, and I'd have lost my money.
Right.
Because if they have to fabricate bullshit crimes like they're doing, like they locked
that
up
means they can't even find anything.
They can't find anything. Look, and look, for those of you who don't believe in God, I'm going to show you right now God exists. 2 things that'll blow your mind. One is, when people start talking about what is the cure for the, the RONA.
Yes.
And then they said that horse paste. Oh, don't take the horse paste. Well, the people are taking the horse paste. Guess what? Have a large number of people who are getting cured of cancer. See how God works? Did you know that? So it's curing people of cancer. The other thing that's mind-blowing is I noticed that every time the left attacks people about a certain subject, then all of a sudden, shortly after that, we find out that they are the ones that now they're being exposed for the same thing. The whole documents with the FBI raids with Trump, the raid over there, is this bull crap. But then all of a sudden, what do we find out? The person who's actually done this is, Joe Biden, and he did it when he was a senator, and he didn't have the ability, he didn't have the right to do it, and he did as vice president. He didn't have a right to do it. See, all these false, lawsuits against Trump, all it is, it's meant to just tell the whole world, if you dare be an outsider and try to get to where he's at, then guess what? This is how we're going to put you through. We're going to do everything we can to bankrupt you. See, that's the thing about Trump, man. This guy has the money to fight back. He has the means, the voice to fight back. But us small people, can you imagine going through this crap? You don't have a way to fight back like these. How many people have been locked up, and people destroyed that didn't have the ability to fight back?
Gensler even admitted, we're trying to find the video, but several people have talked to us about it. We're trying to find the exact video. So if anybody can find the exact video, please send it to me. Where he admits that the SEC specifically targets people or smaller groups like went after Kim Kardashian, the George Foreman grill guy, some of those other ones, and stays away from Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, these big guys, because they can defend themselves.
They are.
Well,
they're
but
all
they
part
go
of the
after the little one. They go after the little guy.
Yeah.
Reggie Middleton, all that, because you can't defend yourself. You can't possibly.
What do they say? Oh, they're rogue employees that did this. Rogue employees. Look, there's a couple of things that people are going to realize here, just depending on the direction things go, that whether I'm still on the fence here when it comes to Elon Musk. But, the fact that Elon Musk bought Twitter and made it a true free speech platform is huge. More people now are waking up to the BS about the RONA than ever before. The truth is getting out there. So he's going to be a hero. People like James O'Keefe from Project Veritas, man. This thing he just did recently.
Oh, it's huge.
Is huge. I mean, that is big. And now the Republicans are like, no, we got to investigate.
Yep.
The problem is we still got a very large amount of Republicans that are not Republicans. All right. They're rhinos and they're part of this. They're two sides of the same evil coin. And you have to be able to stop listening to
Rona McDaniel just got put back in as the
so
RNC.
The swamp is still there. The swamp is still there.
But
the thing is,
I think it's there so that we'll walk away from it.
Well, yeah, because
you can't walk away from this.
Face.
You have to turn around and squash the bugs, if you get my drift. People are like, well, what do? We just get them out of office? And no, they'll just regroup and figure out a way to come back a different way. So, what is the alternative to it? It's not going to be jail time, because how long until one of the swamp creatures get in there and then pardon them all, and then we have to deal with them all over again. So what
happened
the resolution?
last time? That's where we are here.
Yeah, me and Peter Stroke, the FBI guy, I'm talking about Peter Stroke, remember him?
Yeah, Strzok, yeah.
Strzok or whatever the hell's name. So we had a back and forth on Twitter, and freaking idiot reported me. Because I said, shut up, you freaking traitor. You should die a traitor's death and hang. And they reported me for wishing violence on a person. I was like, what an asshole. But yeah.
Yeah. You're like, I'm just reading.
You can't do that. For those of you on Twitter, don't say that kind of stuff because you get in trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are asking what happened to me. Just so you guys know, once again, I am on YouTube suspension, a 2-week one. It's so stupid because all I did was play a clip from the mainstream media. And they're like, well, we didn't like what they said. Well, it's on YouTube. I didn't say it. It comes from your guys' material. Why am I doing 2 weeks?
I've gotten I got a strike for that before. Amy used to come on my Tuesday shows, and she put on this thing, and I was like, I've told you, like, we can't show that. And she's like, but they show it on the mainstream media. I was like, I know. They're allowed. We're not. There's different rules.
I wish somebody would buy YouTube and make it a free speech platform. Do you understand how insane that would be between Twitter and YouTube?
Yeah.
I mean, I know people are like, for those of you out there, yes, finally, 500 years later, I'm going to open up a freaking Rumble. I've been opening it up. I have to figure out how to work it. But like, I'm like the one person is like, not the most tech savvy, but
it's the same with me. It's Pimpy. It's the same with us though. And the reason why is because all the tools are there for YouTube because it was formed by a three-letter agency. Facebook, same thing. They created the internet ghetto and it made it easy for you to walk into it. And so that's what it is. It's an internet ghetto. I mean, so you don't create a website anymore, your own website. No, we'll just create a Facebook page. And then when they shut it down, you're like, oh, the business, they got their menus and their hours of operation on there. Well, guess what? Nobody's going to find them anymore because they don't have their own website. And there's issues with their own website and ICANN and all that stuff. But it's more free than it is, going into their casino and playing in it, the vampire casino. And my point is, how do you?
Hey! Now be nice to casinos. They give you free alcohol.
I know. Well, they're all casinos. So I guess
I was just going to ask you about that pink cat. I was like, where the hell's my pink cat?
I got my pink glasses on. But the thing about the vampires is, how do you expose them? Well, you put light on them. You put the light of truth on them. And if you go back, I mean, this is rather than engage them with arms, which we shouldn't have to do at this point, because I think it may come to that. But what happens is, if it's truly an information war, and Alex Jones coined that 2 decades ago, and that's really what it is. And that's what you're seeing now. You're seeing the information come out, and enough people have to wake up and say, all right, now I get it. And then,
by the way, you say vampire, right? Did you say vampires?
You
know why vampires drink blood?
They need the energy.
No,
your energy.
They can't go out in the sun. They need to get their vitamin D somewhere.
No, that's true. Vitamin D is important. There you go.
Wait a minute. If vampires can't go on the sun, maybe that's why they drink blood.
And think about this,
Pimpy. Vitamin D.
I'm serious.
It's like one of those stupid things that go through my head. I'm like, wait a minute,
You're 100% right.
This is what I do all day, sitting around, think about stupid crap like that.
And what do vampires not like? They don't like garlic. What's garlic do? See, it kills all these viruses and all these bacteria and all these things.
Yeah.
I mean, so it kills all the bad stuff. So, I mean, all the analogies and parables are right there in front of you. And you've all believe it, in the storybook. But now we're looking at real life. They're vampires. Yes. And so all this stuff, it makes sense now. And you start doing those things and you start applying those to your life. We all have to do that.
Hey, so let me ask you guys heard me rambling on about what's going on around the world. What is the resolution in your guys' opinion? What do you suggest? I mean, right now I'm at the point where there's no other alternative.
I agree. We can speak about it, but what's the solution? Lisa,
what's our energy? What's our energy? How do we store our energy? When you labor, you store your energy to be used later at a later time in your money, right?
Is that code for like bullets? Is that what you're doing? Energy, bullets, you storing them up? I'm not sure if you're using code on.
Well, it could be. I mean,
I'm not. I'm just.
Don't tell me we're going to be like Nikki. No. Is that what you say?
I'm just speaking English.
We're going to kill them with love. No, we're not. I'm not lobbing no love bombs at them.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying they are dependent on us. The money, our work, we are the slave labor for them. They don't work. We create currency, we create money, we create energy, which we store in money. We need to quit putting it in their bank, in their money. We need to put it in our own bank where we control it, not the Fed and their secret societies where we're walking into a jail cell every night with our energy. We need to put it in gold, silver.
So then how do you round up the masses and say, this is the solution, here is the path?
So here's the thing. You don't have to, Pimpy. You don't have to. 3% is what got saved or started the revolution.
Don't kill
the
this,
Revolutionary
please.
War.
You're gonna do this
No. Stay with me.
Stay
with me.
Because I work with the 3%ers. That's why.
No. So stay with me. 3% is all it took. The majority of people, wouldn't you say, are followers? There are only a few leaders in this world, and the majority of people are followers, and they're going to be followers tomorrow. So if the leaders will do the right thing, store their energy, take back their energy, get out of the slave system, get out of the vampire casino, as Westwood says. When we create energy, we need to put it somewhere. We need to have our own keys. We need to have our possession of our energy. We need to have all those choices, not having it put somewhere under contracts and trusts and things that we don't have any control over, that we walk into that jail cell every night. No more of that. We control our own energy. And then tomorrow, guess what? The leaders went this way. Guess where? Have you ever seen Lemmings? They show those movies of lemmings running off the cliff, whatever. They'll just follow us. But we have to do it first.
Okay, just because it's just driving me crazy, just so you're aware, the 3%ers, that what it is it's an average of 3% of the people that have ever had successful revolutions. It only took 3% of the people. So that's where the 3%ers come from.
Yes.
That's a reminder that, hey, look, all successful revolutions started with the 3%ers. And so, I mean, it gets more detailed than I'm just...
Good. I thought it was going to be some.
If you've got 3% of the population who are devoted and their mind is set and it says we've got to find a new way forward and they're not backing down, they'll give up everything for the cause. If you've got 3% of the people to do that, I mean, their heroic efforts and what they do, people will follow. They will.
The biggest fear for these so-called deep state people, you got to understand that the American citizens are the world's largest army.
Yes.
They have over 300 million weapons. You know what I mean? So this is why they desperately want to take it from us. I can't stand, I can't tell you how much willpower it takes to keep from punching my TV to death every time I hear one of these lefty idiots go, you don't need a machine gun to hunt deer. I was like, I swear to God, if I could punch you to
It's not why I have it.
Yeah.
It might be for you lefties because you guys are idiots and don't know how to handle guns. So you might need that fully.
The funny thing is, though, see, it is an information war because if you go back and you look at what happened this week, Gavin Newsom was walking down the street with, I think, NBC reporter walking down the street, and he's talking about how the Second Amendment's it's broken, it's horrible, and it's just does more destruction than anything. But behind him in suits, armed security agents with weapons, with guns. And so when people look at that, and if they can get their mind to click and say, wait a minute, this guy's telling us we shouldn't have them. However, the only reason he can walk down the street is because he has armed guards. The only reason Justin Trudeau can walk down the street when everybody's yelling at him, screaming at him, F you,
Did you see the video the other day? Clint, did you see the video of him the other day? With armed guards, he almost didn't make it into that building. I was like, oh, get him.
I know.
Man. I was like,
and see, that's the thing, though. They're trying to preach to you. And once you get your head around that and break the mind control and take the fluoride out of your water and quit drinking it, and you start realizing, wait a minute, this guy only walks down the street because he's got armed guards, and he's telling us we need to be disarmed.
Yeah, so with all these freaking idiots, lefties, letting all these violent prisoners out, they're doing all these attacks on Asians and Jews and you name it, whatever, whoever they're attacking, they're killing people. There's pedophilia, there's rape. You got people coming across the border that's never been vetted. They've caught 70 known people on terrorist lists. What about the number of people that made it across?
They got through.
Yeah, so and then we have a government, a tyrannical government, and you're trying to tell me I don't need my gun?
Right.
Are you nuts?
If you're a landowner on the southern
I'm in
border,
California right now. You know what we had about 2 years ago? We had all these wildfires that went crazy, right? And they're going, climate control. No, why don't you speak about the 204 climate activists that lit fires that you let back out of prison? They don't talk about that. Over here, talk about the reservoirs, the drought. Nope. Did you guys explain to people that you drained our reservoirs to fix the dams? No, we know locally.
And diverted
there's repairs.
Yeah.
But
all
the
that water
mainstream media
that's
goes,
in
oh
California,
my
where'd
God,
it go?
it's drought. It's climate control. Man, I swear.
It's artificial scarcity. And see, again, it's information. Once you realize they're controlling the supply chains and breaking them on purpose, they're making energy expensive. Here in the Midwest, in Illinois, listen, I'm in Illinois. All right. I got a governor, J.B. Prickster, who is the Hyatt Regency family, billionaires, all of them. His sister was, chief of staff for somebody. I don't know. She was involved in the Obama administration, I think. But, I mean, they're all what they are. And he, in a lamed up General Assembly here just a couple of weeks ago, before, the new crop came in, before noon, passed an assault weapons ban in Illinois. Well, immediately after that, what happened? Sheriffs, local sheriffs, all over the place. My local sheriff in this county said, we're not going to enforce it. Not going to enforce it. And he comes out and says, you swore an oath to the law. You're going to be removed if you don't follow the law. Now, wait a minute. They swore an oath to the Constitution, though. Constitutional law, not statute, not something that the congressman passed. That's why we have a republic, to protect against these insane laws.
I've interviewed Sheriff Mack, and I said, there has to be something in the law that says when these guys are so blatantly committing crimes and violating our Constitution, can't we just go in there and pull them out of office? That's a sticky situation, but no, you have to vote them out of office. I said, I like my version way better than yours. Anyways, talk about gun confiscation. You see, they did a test run over there in Prince Edward Island up in Canada. It did not go over very well.
No. They
try to confiscate their guns. And the people are like, so no, we don't just catch tuna up here. That's not all we do. We know how to use these guns. And the police found out really quick. They were like,
and think about that. Who's going to do the gun confiscation? It's going to be the police, right? Or the military? Because these guys in suits aren't going to do it.
It won't be the military.
No. So they've got, right. So if the military's not going to do it and the local police don't do it, the sheriff won't do it. And let's say they do. Let's say the local officers that they put in charge.
You get some idiots that'll go for it.
Why do they do it, though? Ask yourself, why do they do it? What's the reason behind that they will do it and follow the order?
Who knows? I mean, it could be many things. They're leftist idiots. They're brainwashed.
It could be.
They're given a lot of money. I mean, why is
I think it's the money.
$20 million a year?
It's the money. I mean, you know, a lot of
sellouts.
Good people, you know, they want to do the right thing, but they don't do the right thing because it's like, I'll lose my pension. I'll lose the money.
Don't sell out your damn ethics or morals. You know, if it's wrong, don't do it, because karma's
exactly.
a bitch.
That's
when you
what
go to
has to
confiscate
happen.
a gun, guess what? It's your ass that's going to get shot first just because of karma. All right. I was just listening to this lieutenant. I'm going to do a video on this guy, and he said he's really super concerned that a true insurrection is going to happen on this next election. He says, look, if this doesn't go the way
we're not going to even get there.
Yeah, because the media is lying about the amount of people who are truly hating Trump or really following this agenda or want to do it. They're lying. They're lying their ass off. And so he said, look, he said, and it's going to be, this is what he said. He said, it's going to be led by our own military. Oh, yeah, go ahead, 17-letter movement. People start talking right now. Go ahead, oh, yeah, I remember 17. Oh, man, I don't know if that's truly where it came from, but I'm just telling you, this guy said it. He's like, our own military.
So the green light go is a 17th letter statement. The green comet will be closest to the Earth on February 1st. State of the Union is the 6th or the 7th. I can't remember.
Of February?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it that late?
Yeah.
I don't even know when it's scheduled.
Oh, well.
For. When is
that's what I heard today.
State of the Onion.
The State of the Onion is, I believe, the 6th or the 7th. There's all New Zealand, Thailand, Taiwan, Vietnam prime ministers all stepped down. Not were removed, but stepped down. We have what's going on in Brazil.
And the New Zealand one was replaced by an even worse one.
Oh, yeah, he was bad. But again,
it hasn't been replaced
yet. Even
it's
more
not,
in your face.
Yeah.
Well, look, you're seeing governments. 17 governments around the world are being overthrown, and the media doesn't
How many,
talk about
Pimpy? How many?
17.
Pimpy?
Yeah.
17.
Oh, God, here they come. Yeah, with the 17.
There you go.
So, look, Sri Lanka had the best one. They came out with some demands that I did a report on. I absolutely love. They said any and all debt related to the IMF or World Bank, we're not paying back. We're not going to pay back any of the debt. And that's what we want, a debt jubilee. Now, debt that we owe personally to other people or child support, that's different. But all other debt that the bank has generated, foreclosures, everything
it's
else,
all fake.
Go kiss our butt.
It's all
They're
fake
done.
money.
Yeah, they overthrew their government. Yeah.
And so for those of you who don't know, the Federal Reserve, the first dollar that's created from the Federal Reserve has interest attached. So when you have to pay back that first dollar, where do you get the additional dollars? Well, they have to be borrowed into existence to pay back the old debt. Well, with the new money that comes into existence, there's more debt attached. And so that's why you have $30+ trillion debt for the United States, because every dollar you create, Federal Reserve note you create, has more debt attached. So it's a big Ponzi scheme.
Well, that's why you get these stimulus checks, because we're a debt-based economy.
Yes.
You know, people have to be out there spending money, or else the economy fails.
Right.
So that's why with this economy looking bad that people are saving money, that hurts the economy. They're like, go out there and spend money. Look, the economy, they are lying so bad about our numbers. The true number for unemployment is 24.4%.
Oh, it's
inflation
outrageous.
is above 16%. You know, it's like,
because Pimpy, if you've got 3 jobs, they count that as three jobs when one person's doing it. It's like, oh, we had, added all these jobs, 10 million jobs we added. Well,
you know how many jobs they actually added over the last 9 months?
Probably negative.
10,000.
Yeah, so there you go.
And 90% of them are part-time.
Right.
That's
it. You got 3 part-time jobs.
When is the Eagles game? This
Sunday,
weekend?
I think. Yeah.
Sunday?
Yeah.
That's another thing. They said they were greasing poles. And this
is an after-hour show. Look out.
Wait, I was going to say, what are you talking about? I got my pole greased.
Let me get my dollar bills. Hang on.
Lord. Anyway, they said they were...
get my pink hat on, right? Dance.
Hey, where's my future baby mama?
She doesn't watch the show.
No.
But she's too busy.
But I do have this.
Oh yeah, dude, that was the best prank we ever pulled. He damn near fell off the ledge there and into the water.
I know.
Mitch screamed like a girl.
And got him.
I was like, I get a habit of buying expensive shit and just leaving it around. Did you get the fishing poles too?
I did. I got the fishing poles. I got the alligator. I took all the good stuff.
Yeah, the alligator hit's cool.
I know.
You gotta bring that to prank people. If you're by the water, you gotta pull that like you know what I mean? Like
that was a good one. I have to admit, that was a good one. You in public. Holy cow.
Where's the other thing?
Hey, let's always have fun when we go out, man. Last time was fun.
We do.
Even when that chick tried to grab the damn roses out of my hand. That was intense.
that was very intense. There was a lot going on.
And Lisa's trying to put together another meetup. Look out, Pimpy.
Well, I am. So
somebody said there's something going on in Washington. Did you guys just do it, or is there something coming up in Washington?
No,
we're not going to DC.
We aren't going there.
Somebody hit me up on Twitter and said, Pimpy, look, I'll send you money to go to the Washington event. I was like, is that something Lisa's doing? What event are we talking about?
You know I don't think so.
That could be the team setting me up. They're going to fly me out there. And
I was going to say.
They're just shogging me or something, you know. God
make sure you text me first to confirm, because that was not me. On. But I'm kind of a little torn, because we were talking about doing the meetup like sometime in March. So then it
March,
like
Vegas. What'd you say? Yep, that'll work.
No, the end of March, maybe Florida again.
My birthday's in March. Vegas.
But when is your birthday?
March 20th.
March 20th.
Vegas. We
could do an early one.
320, and we owe you one, right?
And then, so here's my dilemma: is then Mia's birthday is that we do the Team Mighty fundraiser and remember my daughter every year, and we have a champion and a warrior this year to celebrate, and so that'll be the next month, like on 4/15. And I don't want people like going, oh, well, which one am I going to go to? And then not go to the Team Mighty event because they've spent all their money going to a month before or 3 weeks before. Well, I don't want it to be so close.
I get from the Cosmopolitan because I smacked their jackpots really big. I mean, last time.
Can you get us like a private room for a meetup there?
Penthouse suite.
Yeah, I mean, no. Here's the thing, man. They ran out of rooms for me at the Cosmopolitan, sent me to Bellagio. The room was ridiculously huge. I mean, I was like, "What? We'll take care of you, Mr. Freeman. Come on in." When I walked into the line, I went in line because I was pissed at the comp because I won like $71,000, and they're like, "Oh, they're trying to comp
set it up."
$71,000.
Now I heard what was going on. I go, just tell me the truth. Why are you over there just stalling? You know, just say we got the really big multi-million-dollar comp rooms. That's all that's left, but you're not that big. You know what I mean? So I went next door to Bellagio. I was standing in line. This lady come over, security guard. I go, oh God, what did I do? She's like, we understand you had a good day, Mr. Freeman. Yep, I did. Come right this way. And they walked me right over to this special area. I signed a piece of paper and they called me. And I was in there. This room was so big. I mean, it was unbelievable. And then I turned around with the bar, said, so how much are the drinks? He said, huh? I said, how much are the drinks? He goes, what do you mean? Everything is comped. I put my hand on his shoulder. I start acting like I was crying. He's like, is there something wrong? I was like,
I'm in heaven.
I love you. He's like, started laughing. I was like, oh, yeah, it's on now.
And then 30 hours later, he's still drinking.
Yeah, I haven't stopped.
9 o'clock in the morning. Yep.
All that stemmed from me coming back from when I was in Tennessee. For when I seen Dr. Peter McCullough over there, on the way there, nice. I hit $1,400 on the slot machine because I was talking to Dr. Ron Neer, and he's like, "How much money you got for drinking?" I go, "About $300, man." He goes, "That's not enough." I said, "Well, hold on, I'm in Vegas. Let me put 20 in this machine." 2 spins later, I got $1,400. I go, "God said I got an additional $1,400." He's like, "What?" On the way back, they screw up my flight, charge me 3 times for the same ticket, put me in negative dollars. I have $20 in my pocket. I'm at the Cosmopolitan acting like I'm playing on machine because Southwestern Airlines claimed I missed my flight, even though I proved it to them on text that they changed it. They were just saying we have to talk to corporate. I mean, it was a terrible, terrible 2 days. And I'm sitting there and I got $20 acting like I'm playing so I could drink. And Lee goes, "Hey, man, you're going to have to play that sooner or later." I was like, oh, man. 3rd spin in, 4th spin in. Wham, I hit the
he says, look at me.
The big one, the grand.
If this doesn't smack of play or nothing does. Come on.
Yeah.
I was like, there we go, $68,000. I'll take it.
So your birthday is on a Monday, Pimpy.
Me and Jesus have the same birthday.
The Friday before is St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, what a weekend.
Is it? Well, me and Jesus are special. So come join us.
I see a green light in our future. Something green.
So I don't know. Maybe we could do that.
I'll just think about it. If not, I get it.
A Vegas thing in
oh God, what is that? Charlie G? Is that one of those? What is this?
Charlie G. He's the
hyphen. Are you one of these Russell full people. What is this hyphen?
No, he's a good friend of ours.
No, Charlie's a good dude.
Yeah, Charlie's a good dude. He's fam. Yeah.
He likes to bust.
I went to go release a video before I went on suspension. They held it up, but I'm getting ready to release it. I was like, look, there's lots of these loonies. I'm going to show we got the Queen of Canada, the King of England, Jesus Christ, and Russell J. Full, man. All of them just saying the same crap. I'm like, oh my God, how do these people get to where they are? It's just amazing. I mean, have you heard about
the
this
big
lady
video
in Canada?
tubers? Yeah.
She calls herself a queen. She's a Filipino that went there when she was a teenager, and she is a self-proclaimed queen, and she has tens of thousands of followers, and she's been telling her followers to kill the leaders that have been pushing the vax. And I'm like, oh, well, some.
How is she able? That's okay. That's the other thing. Like, okay, that Russell Brand guy, he can say anything. You know who Russell Brand is?
Fool?
No. Russell Brand. He has like a farting crow on the beginning of his videos.
I thought you were just messing it up.
No, he can say anything he wants on his channel. He does not have to have this logo that's above Westwood's shoulder. He doesn't have to follow any of the rules that we have to dance around and all this. And so I'm like, so is he on the inside and he's helping get the message out?
Perry.
Oh, no, yeah, well, he was one of these Hollywood people, let's be honest. I mean, but he came out and started.
But that's not the messages that he's saying now.
No, but he is, okay, but here's my thing. He is exposing a lot of truth that,
Yeah.
Well,
how can he say that, but we can't say it?
Do you understand? I had a person do a whole entire, almost 45-minute long video on me saying, look at how's Pimpy able to say this? He must be one of the controlled ops. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? This is hilarious, man. I was like, you're really going for it on this video. I was like, this guy spent all his time like taking words that I was saying and going, look, he's controlled opposition. I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, sure, buddy. He even said he got a friend at CIA. Yep, I told everybody that. Robert D. I mean, I don't hide it. That doesn't mean anything, but then this, what's that guy's name? The other idiot over there. That was telling people that I work for the CIA and the MK Ultra mind control division, along with some other chick, and I was like,
"It was you and Tulsi Gabbard, wasn't it?"
Actually, believe this crap? It's just like, yeah, okay, my life would be a whole lot different if I was there. Trust me.
Well, even that guy on. Do you remember when? I don't know if you ever watched. I'm in Oklahoma, so everybody here watched Tiger King when it was on Netflix. That whole series, and at the end there was like that disgusting guy with the Rockin' Republic jeans on, and he had like, he'd mistreated his girlfriends. There was a little pregnant, way younger than him, and he was like just this disgusting human. And he was a paid informer for the FBI or the CIA, I don't know. And he publicly bragged about it, and like it was like that was the first time I had ever heard about that, and it was like a thing. And then right around that time came out with the in the budget how much they spend of our money every year paying those kind of people.
Yeah, no, I remember like talking the first time. One of the first conversations I ever had with my friend Robert was, I said, I remember Elvis Presley and Chuck Barris from the Gong Show claiming they worked for the CIA. He goes, no, they did. And I was like, what? He's like, a lot of Hollywood people do, because back in the olden days, celebrities can get closer to the targets. If they're trying to really assassinate somebody, the celebrities can get close to them. But he said, more importantly, celebrities can come back and forth in airplanes and pass up security checks. So they would smuggle drugs on behalf of the CIA back and forth. And now it doesn't make a difference. Now they fly damn planes and they own the planes, but it's much different. Back then, they would use
their own airlines.
Celebrities because they knew they wouldn't get caught. And even if they did get caught, they would bail them out with some stupid excuse. So yeah, it's Chuck Barris said he was a hitman. Elvis Presley said he was a hitman. And when I talked to my friend, he said, yeah, some of these people, it's real. They use a lot of Hollywood. One of the biggest killer was Hunter Thompson. Hunter Thomas?
Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah, Hunter Thomas. I mean, he went on David Letterman's and admitted this. He's just crazy.
I don't know.
Look at that movie. Have you ever seen that?
He had mental problems. He would randomly shoot homeless people in the head in front of everybody and walk around. Hunter Thomas. Yeah.
So but if you look at that Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas,
yeah, there you go.
Quasi, story about Hunter S. Thompson. I think Johnny Depp played
taking
that was with
drinking the red stuff.
Yeah. And they call it that in the movie.
They called it. Yeah, they actually came out and said it.
He's out tasting it. John just he was like, "Oh yeah, man, that's really good stuff." And I was like, "Look at I did a video about that, and it got taken down. It was like from 1997. They were already talking about Dorito cream. So it's not fake. It's real. It's out there.
A lot of that was being exposed with Madonna recently.
Oh, doesn't she look
a lot of articles.
What the hell is up with that sick whore? Seriously,
I mean, it's just like
she's really trying to desperately be, relative again. It's like, what? Shut
relevant.
Up. Go. Yeah. It's not the 80s. We're past there. You running around with a leash on your neck with some clothes on, looking like a hoochie. It's just
justify my love, baby.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. On a really good drunk night, I might think about it. Only if she seems like a virgin and dresses.
It'd be like a prayer.
Oh, you guys.
I'd be afraid that sick bitch would kill me, man. So.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you would not.
But what does that go to the core of? The core of is this, and this is the thing we have to do is spread information and wake people up because I mean this would not be possible if it were not for unlimited money. I mean, really, because they can fund anything. We don't know where the money comes from. They just print it up. They create it. They buy everybody off, and they fund everything. I mean, the only way to take that away is stop using that system, and that's why I call it a vampire
I know I can tell both of you guys. Congratulations. I see Litecoin started to really take off there for just a moment. I said all the time in my video, I go, I know Lisa's really happy because look at Litecoin.
It's going to continue. I mean, you look at what happened with FTX. Once FTX dropped, because what was happening is they were using derivatives to short Litecoin and beat the market down. As soon as FTX collapsed, you saw Litecoin pump up because then you're dealing in real Litecoin. You're not dealing on exchange.
Oh yeah, Genesis is going bankrupt.
Yeah, and so that's one of the reasons because there's only so much to go around. It's like silver. When the
Tether thing's going to be huge.
There's only so much to go around.
Look, I said, you know what I told? It's not that I wanted to be right. Don't get me wrong. I love the whole premise behind cryptocurrencies. I just, it was too good to be true. And I said, every concern and fear that I had played out in real time within the past year and a half. I mean, right in front of her face. Everything I said that I was afraid of happened.
Pimpy, that wasn't a cryptocurrency crash. That was all.
They were exchanges.
And it was really an exposure. The funding behind that cryptocurrency exposed what happened, but the funding, the dirty money going back and forth was legacy finance. It was BlackRock.
It was all CIA.
That's FTX to the guild. You know what I me? CIA's behind that. Before they even announced what was going on with them, my friend was like, CIA's behind FTX big time.
Absolutely.
I was like, what? Tell me about this. And he started telling me,
it's one more scam.
They're laundering money.
Oh, I'm going to send you some. Have you been watching any of the Whitney Webb videos, Pimpy?
Yeah, go watch her. Go pay attention to her.
Get her on my show.
Okay.
I mean, she's awesome, the research she's done.
She is scary, knowledgeable. She just sits there. I like looking at stuff. She just shots on top of her head.
You can just tell she's like savantish, just like looking out in all her memory banks out here.
This is a person who was really doing her research.
Yep.
Because when you get to sit there and rattle shit off like this nonstop, you are researching big time.
Yeah, you know she did have a team.
But the thing is, she's absorbed all that knowledge. It's not like she's some puppet out there reading a teleprompter. I mean, she knows the information that they've researched. Because
that's what I love about her.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I love listening to her talk, man. She's made a lot of connections. She's nailing it. Yeah, I love it.
And that's what it is. It's this information war. It's getting the truth out. It's getting people to wake up and realize that everything they've been taught, everything they've worked for, is a fraud. Yes, get those books.
And the 50th new subscriber on Lisa and Clint's channel will get an autographed book from Whitney Webb.
No. I don't have any connections with Whitney Webb. Well, whose autograph?
They might get an autograph picture of this.
I said, you know what? I've not stopped thinking about us. What is that?
Look at it.
I wanted to look at it.
I
want to be on the front, like leaning forward with some tight booty shorts on.
I would have to be leaned back for you to be leaning forward.
Looking like a cell leaning forward. That is so cool, man. I'm jealous I didn't get it. You're in Oklahoma, right?
No, he's in Illinois.
I'm in Illinois.
So I'm in Oklahoma.
Illinois. Like
we gotta get Pimpy out here in the summer for the big Westwood meetup. We'll get him on the scooter.
Don't kill me, dude.
We're gonna take
some
pictures.
Stationed out there in May, June, and July. I watched people drop dead literally from heat stroke in front of me. I was like, what the hell just happened? No, what's freaky is in May, lightning struck on the ground about 50 yards from us. I was like, I don't want to be out here right now. And so they put everybody in because it was really bad. And then not even like 3 or 4 weeks later, it was so hot. People were dropping like flies. I was like, what's happening to people? Or CC is like, they're dropping dead from heat stroke. What about it? I was like, yeah. So the way you're just delivering this message to us is not cool at all, man. It's just sad as hell, man. Because you see these people dropping. I'm like, are they really dead? It was the other CC said, yeah, look, he didn't deliver the message right, but people are dying from heat stroke, and that's why we had to sit in our barracks all damn day long. But man, Illinois, this freaking humidity was terrible. Man.
Illinois it's like hell on earth. I mean, it can be because we're right in the part of the country to where in the wintertime, we get the northern blast, and we get all the cold, right? We get all the cold weather. But in the summer, we get all that humidity and heat. So it's like extremes on both sides. And then once in a while, you'll have a couple of nice days. And it's probably why I maybe stay here for those 2 days.
I have to come out there and visit you for a couple of days, man.
Hey, you know what? Come out here just when you're free. Just come out here and we'll hang out. I mean, it doesn't have to be a meetup or anything.
Nah,
but I'll have my meetup here.
Okay, so I'm talking huge bass fisherman and catfisher.
Well,
that's more like Lisa's territory, Oklahoma.
He's not going with you, but you can come see me for all that.
You don't fish?
I don't fish, no.
No, he loves animals. He loves all animals.
I'm a vegetarian. That's why I'm so huge.
He's so
okay. Sweet. Yeah, well, I'm a meatitarian. So, that's why my plants look so big.
There you go. Right. Nobody eats them.
You like that?
You guys are great.
I'm vegetarian.
I wanted the big salad. The big salad.
All right. So you guys, we're going to wrap this up. You guys
Lisa's
are wonderful.
like, okay, losing control.
No, well, it's just been going on for a while. I need to let everybody go. But I wanted to say thanks to everybody in the chat for joining us. Pimpy, thanks for coming, and you are welcome to crash anytime. We love you so much.
Thank you for having me. It was nice talking to you guys as always.
Yes, and we're going to be planning that meetup into March, and always do the Team Mighty one.
Tune in next week. We're going to have all the details.
So we'll have more details.
We're going to nail it down.
I don't mind Florida. We get to the same place if you go, because that was kind of fun. I like that place.
Yeah, we got in trouble, though.
They won't let us do that again there.
No, do you not remember?
They're not going to let us do that there.
They're not going to let us
I think I was sober approximately 3 minutes. That was it.
Okay. I'll fill you in.
Maybe you should go to sleep.
Later.
I'm going to tell you this. I love when we were in Texas. Let me tell you why. When I found that they actually had a alcoholic warehouse, and I was with Legend, I literally started crying, and lady's like, "Oh, good Lord!" She goes, "You know, we got free samples every other line." I was like, "Don't do this to me." Dude, it was awesome, man.
Tears of whiskey.
It was fun there, but Florida was good too.
Yeah,
I like that little club.
Florida was great too. Yeah.
What I can remember about it.
It was a good time. We had a great time. So we have a great time at all of our meetups. You guys need to get there.
Yes,
we'll have details next Friday nailed down one way or the other. I promise.
Tune in next time.
Pimpy, hang on. We'll be right back right after this.